What's good? It's Lily, aka Lily Genkai, your favorite sneakerhead gamer, and we're here with 2K TV.
Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV.
This week, we're jumping right in with your awesome plays.
We're talking about assists. Watch and learn, Chris.
Come on now, throw a little bit.
Stop on a dime, because we're about to drop some. I'm Sacramento Kings PA announcer, Scott Moak, and I give my kingdom a great pass. On Top Plays this week, we're featuring your top assists. Pass them to me. All right, we're in the wreck with O-Triple Trey. Protects the paint on that dunk, and then sends, get this, an 80-foot bounce pass for the layup. Wow! Earning that takeover, A+ grade, and blue flame. I'm fired up. Next play. Next up is There Go Bragan. Out on the break, dropping the behind-the-back bouncer to the jam. It's a relay pass, threading the needle all in one fluid motion. Sensational setup. Rolling over to King Retro 5. Cuts through the back door to drop off a package. Squeezes through a double loop. Gets assist 13, going right in between. The block is hot, closes out today. All right, snatches a game-saving block. Then, as if that's not enough, inbounds an alley-oop to win the game. Absolutely commanding the victory. Impressive. But is it impressive enough to win? Pass on 3 and slam home your winner. Tough choice. Want to be featured on Top Plays? Well, send in your best on social media. Use the hashtag 2KTVWOW and your gamer tag. Until next week, I'm rearranging the studio, building a fort from the sofa cushions. Gotta find a lantern to light the beam up in here. See ya!
In the city, the big question has been, Rise or Elite? What's the best affiliation?
The answer is so obvious, Elite, and that's my unbiased opinion.
To truly answer this question, we're tracking performance in various events throughout each season of NBA 2K24. For Season 1, we're following Strikeout, Cage Match, Top 5, and the 2K League Become a Pro 5v5 events.
If your affiliation has the highest win percentage at the end of the season, you'll earn a rep boost and access to an exclusive theater option that awards a 20% rep boost. So far, Elite is boasting a 62% win percentage, while Rise is at 58%. Don't you love the sound of that, Alexis?
I really don't. And if you're on Team Rise like myself, neither do you. It's time to rise to the occasion because we need more wins.
Nice try, Alexis, but I think this one is all but over. We'll have another update after Season 1 wraps with a list of top performers, so stay tuned for that, and in the meantime, keep it up, Elite.
Go Rise. The 2K League is searching for draft prospects, and you could be one of them.
The 5v5 Become a Pro series is going live in-game next week, and 3v3 series starts on October 21st.
It's an event that gives you the opportunity to earn rewards and the ultimate prize, eligibility to enter the 2024 season draft pool.
That sounds pretty great. So, in preparation, we thought, who better to bring on than the reigning 5v5 champions, Warriors Gaming Squad. We brought them together to give you all some tips on how to become a pro. Check it out.
Jay Keith picking Harry up.
There it is.
They will hold on to this one.
NBA 2K League champions, Warriors Gaming Squad!
All right, today we're joined by the defending Season 6 NBA 2K League champions. We're joined by all the members and their coach, so I'm going to introduce everyone, roll out the red carpet for the champs. We're joined by Nay, Kenny Got Work.
What's good?
Mama, I'm That Man. C's, CB13, and Coach Mike, aka Mike Check. How you doing?
Yo, I'm doing good. Thanks for having us.
All right, so you guys hoisted up the trophy last season in the NBA 2K League. How's it feel? What's the championship life been like for you guys?
It feels great being a champion. I think a lot of us have been in this league for a while, and we've just been chasing that elusive championship. I know me personally, this is my 5th season, and 2 other guys on the team in their 6th. So I think, it's a new feeling, obviously, and it just feels great.
It's been a long journey, and only one of us has been blessed enough to win 2. C's over there, he's had the easy journey, but for us, and Nay's the first year one-hit wonder. So, well, hopefully not a one-hit wonder, but hopefully we can continue to win. But for me, Keena and Kenny, it's been a long journey.
I always knew I was a champion at heart, but to actually get that ring, just to show that validation, it means a lot.
And as you guys approach Season 7, have you began planning how you're gonna tackle next season?
I feel like everyone on this team is really locked in, wants to win again. This is like the most connected people I've ever played with, like people who really just want to win and be the greatest. So there's way more money we can win.
Now we know what it takes to win, and I feel like that's going to help us a lot for next season. We know our standards. We know what it's going to take.
Coach, all these players have these great stories, how they got to this point to becoming a champion. Give some advice for new players wanting to be part of the Become a Pro series to maybe, like Nay did, become a champion.
Yeah, it's a standard, right? So every team has different needs. Personally, I think the standard for me is just, and they're super cliche, but just being direct, a hard worker, or someone who's willing to come in every day with a positive attitude, but also ready to adapt. You may come in thinking that you're going to play point guard, and you may end up at power forward. So just being mature and being ready for a long season and being able to adapt.
What do you think organizations are looking at in terms of players competing on specific type of builds? What kind of build should they make? What are you looking for as a coach?
You need to do your research on what teams need, right? So, there's a couple of point guard spots, so it'll be very tough to get in as a point guard. But, maybe like power forward or lock builds, that's something more, you might have a better chance of getting in at. So just really focusing on team needs and going from there.
And then for the players in this Become a Pro series, is there anything out there you're seeing in 24 that you would give advice to new players?
Yeah, I think I definitely would suggest if you're a shooting guard to go on to a 6'6" shooting guard. I feel like they're definitely making waves right now throughout the community as being like the best shooting guard build. Small forward, probably like 6'7", 6'8" with a good amount of standing dunk.
I've competed against some of y'all and it didn't go very well for me. I'll let you guys talk about it. What's the level of competition like in the league?
I think the difference between a great player on 2K compared to a league pro, I think it's the mentality of it all. They come in and they have a ton of skill, but they don't really have the mental side of it all, and that's where they crumble.
I feel like the great players, such as the guys who's on this call, they're doing it consistently. So consistency is the biggest thing to me.
Who's the best trash talker on the team?
Mama.
That's one of those where we don't even need to answer the question. We can all just look at the screen and nod our heads.
Okay, what's the psychology into trash talk? Because I'm getting beat up by some like 6-year-olds out here. I need to up my trash talk game.
My advice is just you got to talk trash about something that they wouldn't expect you to talk trash about. So like it could be whether the dribbling's bad, or whatever the case may be, but it'll just throw him so off. It'll just be like, why is he attacking this? You just got him where you want him.
I'm good. They ain't watching nothing. That's what I thought.
So we kind of use that tactic in the league, but for this playoff run, I was pretty direct, so it worked out in our favor.
All right, CB13, you've been with this Warriors franchise for a long time. Talk about that moment when you knew the buzzer sounded and you were a champion for this franchise.
It took 5 long years to win this championship for this team. There's been a lot of people that have come in and out of this organization, some really good players. So for Rustin, Mike, Josiah, a bunch of the people that have been here the whole time, it really was full circle for us. We finally won the championship. We actually lost to WizDG the first time I was in the finals, and we won the championship in their home arena in District E in Washington, D.C. So Rustin, he's trusted me since I was 18 years old. Now I'm sitting here at 23 as a champion. So completely different person now, and it's just been really special to be with the same team. So.
And Kenny, for you, you were competing in competitive tournaments before the 2K League was even conceived. What has it been like for you to watch the competitive scene grow from Pro-Am all the way to playing for a professional team and winning the title?
I'm one of the older guys in the league, and I still feel like, if not the best, like I'm still there. First started with the Pro-Am tournament for the when you was flying guys out to like New Orleans and to the All-Star game and things like that. To be here now, to be getting paid professionally, and I can't even explain, but it just feels good.
Should I say you seized the day, not once, but twice? 2 rings under your belt. Are you as hungry as you were before you won your first one?
I feel like I'm gonna be one of the best players to ever touch the 2K League when it's all said and done. So no one has 3 rings in this league. So just being able to maybe possibly 3-peat in this league, I'm just ready to get next season started, to be honest.
Nay, describe more about sitting there as a prospect, somebody who wanted to enter the league, and then the kind of work that you put in through the Become a Pro series and your skill to get to this moment.
I worked my butt off, went to school, came home, played the game for hours and hours until I felt like I finally got to that point. Started playing for a lot of money, went to these LAN events, to show people that I could really do this. I played great in both modes, and then I got my opportunity. And, once I got in the league to win a ring in my first year was a blessing.
Mama, I'm that man. I think it's time to change your name to Mama, I'm that MVP. What did it feel like to win finals MVP for both yourself and your teammates out there?
Wasn't really focused on that, to be honest with you, but it was more so about the ring. When getting that ring meant the absolute world to me. I mean, I've been fighting for a long time. The emotion sunk in really right after that buzzer sounded.
Well, congratulations and continued success next season, fellas. Can't wait to see what this franchise does in season 7. Thanks so much for joining us here on 2K TV.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Welcome back to Expert Tips. I'm Mike Wang, Gameplay Director for NBA 2K, and today I'm talking about passing in NBA 2K24. The best teams are the ones that share the basketball and make the defense work on every possession. Here are the basics. To throw a normal chest pass, press the pass button. Press the bounce pass button when you want to thread the needle through traffic. And if you want to pass the ball high into the post or over a wall of defenders, press the lob button. Tap bounce pass twice for a flashy pass. And if you want to lead a teammate to the basket, press and hold the lob pass button to make your receiver cut to the rim.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Now, when you're ready to start using some advanced passing options, try messing around with receiver control. By default, pressing and holding the bounce pass button will make the receiver you're pointing the left stick at perform a quick V-cut to shake off their defender and try to get open away from the ball. When they're open, release the bounce pass button to pass them the ball. But you can change the receiver control option under controller settings to perform other actions besides the get open pass. Setting it to handoff pitch pass will make the receiver you're pointing at come to the ball for an easy handoff. And setting the option to full receiver control will give you full control to move the selected receiver anywhere you want, basically allowing you to control 2 players at once. Receiver control is a great tool that basically lets you run mini plays to generate more movement off ball and free up your teammate. Another useful option is the give and go. Press and hold the normal pass button and keep it held when the receiver catches the ball. Then use the left stick to get yourself open. When you're ready to get the ball back, let go of the pass button. If you want a little more precision beyond the left stick in selecting your receivers, hold the right bumper and pick the icon of the player you want to pass to. If you find that your opponents are predicting your passes too well and you're committing too many turnovers, try using the fake pass command by pressing the bounce and lead pass buttons together at the same time. This might throw off the defense, lead to bad steal attempts, and give your teammates an open lane to the basket. You can also try mixing in some jump passes by pressing the shot and regular pass buttons together at the same time. These passes can be risky if thrown over long distances, but can be tougher to intercept if used in the right situations. When you've got a teammate with an open lane cutting to the rim, double tap the lob pass button to throw an alley-oop. The receiver will need to press the shot button when the alley-oop meter is full to finish off the play. Try running some scrimmages in 2KU to get comfortable with the different passing options and settings before taking on live competition. And don't forget to send your best assists to #2KTVWow for a chance to be featured on 2KTV. I'll see you on the next edition of Expert Tips.
Today, Chris and I are in studio talking about builds, and joining us is former NBA 2K League champ, BearDaBeast. We are so excited to have you back on the show today. We're talking about builds, so tell us about yours.
PG is, got a 6'2" build, and if anybody's been playing with a small guard or your teammate with a small guard, you know the small guards, they out here fighting for their life. So I have more of a shoot the ball from deep type build and can pass a little bit more. The quick drops are going, so I'm not dunking as much, attacking the mid-range, but small type of PG.
All right, Bear, so people are still labbing the game, trying to figure out how to make the best builds. What would be some of your top tips to new players coming in, or maybe experienced veterans, to making their new builds?
Got you. So for me, talking to the community, it's always figure out if you're on a squad, try to everybody build something that's going to help the team succeed. If you're not on a squad, then you're running solo. So then build the best possible build that can kind of do everything. So you want to go a lot of gold back. You don't want anything too high, too extreme, because it's going to knock so much more of your attributes. So you want to figure out, what's your purpose going to be? And then you want to start, the biggest tip I can give you, do not waste your attribute points. So if let's say 93 or let's say 75 gets you clamps, bronze, I'm not going to go 76 because 76 doesn't get me anything. So make sure every point gets you something towards your badges. And we just call them, the thresholds. Always play with the thresholds. And that's probably the two biggest tips I can give you.
I'm going the tallest. I am going to be a center for this season's 2K TV versus the world. So what would you recommend for a center build?
Ooh, okay. You're going to go with a big player. That's interesting. I would say for actually just hoop a really good center yesterday, and he had 99 offensive rebounds. So whatever you do, go get 99 offensive rebounds, because your teammates gonna do a lot of missing. You're gonna do a lot of missing, and that's what you're gonna be there for. And then don't worry about the close shot. You stand dunk up, vertical up, and after that, your back can't go wrong. Get you some passing too. Get your little passing in there. But 99 offensive rebound and your build is going. 7-1. That's the preference.
So Bear, I first started off as a 6'5" shooting guard, and I was posting clips like crazy on social media, and everybody was asking, what build are you using, LD? Because you're doing all this crazy stuff out there. And believe it or not, it was a template build, Austin Reeves. The only thing that I changed on the build was shooting with my left hand. So that Austin Reeves template build is absolutely disgusting for anybody that wants to live in the mid-range. Talk a little bit about not only that template build, but how important the mid-range is this year in 2K24.
The mid-range is crazy this year. It's absolutely insane. I don't know what percentage they moved up on the mid-range, but if you attack the mid, you're going to be a bucket getter for sure.
And the other build that I'd like to share, the one that I've moved to, I created a 6'8", 3-and-D player who can shoot the 3-ball, hit the mid-range, and also lock down the court 1 through 5. Bear, you see my build right here. Talk about how important these defenders are this year in the game.
Yeah, the defenders are like the last couple 2Ks. Dribble head PG was the guy, that was the girl to go to. Give her the ball, and you're good to go. You're golden. If there was a monster, you're winning. This year, if you're locked down or you're back in, if they can produce stops, steals, plucks, you're good. You're not going to lose. So the lock is probably one of the most important positions on the game now. And I did see a build. I've seen it. A couple of things I would have changed, but I'm not going to say too much. You said it was 1 through 5, so we're going to let you rock.
The Become a Pro 5v5 event is coming up. What advice do you have for those participating?
We're going to throw you in there. It's going to be with random teammates. So just play good basketball, good 2K basketball. Don't look to go in there and, hey, I'm about to score 80. If you get hot, go crazy. If not, just make the right play, make the right reads, be a good teammate. And the winning percentage actually helps you out a lot. People want winners. So when you go in there, yes, you do want to have great stats, but you want to win as well. So you got to do both of them.
So Bear, with the rec this year, you can actually go in as a squad like you've been able to in the past, but now you can also go into solo rec which might be a similar kind of feel to what this Become a Pro series is going to be. Do you think it's advantageous to go into solo rec with their builds and get a feel for playing with new players and not knowing how they play with teammates?
Exactly. So that's actually like really smart to do. That's a good key point. So when I had to do the combine a couple years back, that's what I would do. I wouldn't go in with my squad or my team anymore. I would stop hooping with them. I would actually go into the rec solo and just hope to get as many random teammates as possible, just to try to win ball games with a different group of people, try to develop that chemistry right off the rip in the first, second quarter. And it's that's actually a really good tip. Energy and playing as a team, people don't think it's a value aspect to it, but it's huge. It's actually huge. If you come in with a great attitude and have positive vibes, I promise you, it's going to go a lot smoother than if you took the opposite approach.
Well, thank you so much. This has been really enlightening. I love talking builds. We'll see you next time, Bear.
Thank y'all so much for having me. Y'all have a great day.
Take care, Bear. For more NBA 2K action, follow us on social media. We're at NBA 2K_2KTV.
Until next time, enjoy the game.
And go Elite.